I'm Alicia from Adventures of Stitching, and I'm so happy that you're here with me today. I have about 15 projects to share over the course of the last 2.5 months, because that's how long it's been since my last video. So I am looking forward to sharing those with you. A few of them are starts, a couple are restarts, which is very rare for me. I don't usually regret what I've started on, but there were a couple things that I just needed. I needed a different setup. And then I guess I could start with this. Kirsten from 23 Flavors of Stitching reached out to me. We were chatting a little bit, and she was like, hey, if I send you a t-shirt about cross stitching, would you want to wear it? And I was like, yes. Like, she's like, it's a little understated, which is exactly what I feel like we need, because big bold cross stitching shirts don't really call to me much. So anyway, she sent me this, and it's so cute. This is all that it is. It's a little cross stitch and a hoop, and I think she might be planning on doing some more. So if you have any ideas, I'm sure she would love it if you could reach out to her on Instagram and just talk with her about it. It would be fun. But she also sent a couple needle minders there. This one's like leaves and a little heart. Don't know what I'm going to use these on, but once a project is designated, I'm sure you guys will be seeing these a lot. So thank you, Kirsten, and congratulations on your new baby girl. That's so exciting, and I'm happy that she sleeps through the night for you already. That's amazing. I guess another update, which I don't know if I shared this last time. I know she was already here, but we had a kitty cat find us in July. It was actually like 4th of July, and so she's actually hanging out right here. I wonder if I could grab her. This is Winnie. She's so cute. She's a little buddy. She loves to be with us, and every time I get up to go do something, she'll follow me. She's so cute. She likes sleeping on the bed. She gets along with my dog. It's just incredible. Like, she is everything I'd ever wanted in a cat, and she found us. So she's a little miracle kitty. Took us a long time to find the right name for her, but she likes Winnie, so we'll stick with that. So that's kind of what's been going on. That's like the highlights that I can think of. So let's just get started with my whip progress. I have all my stats here, so if I'm looking down, just know I'm looking for my numbers. Okay, so the first one is a new start since my whip parade, and I had fabric for it. I think I even shared it at the end of that video, because I was starting it like the next day or that day. So this is Let Us Adore Him by Donna Gelsinger from Heaven and Earth Designs. I think this is 25 count. I'm pretty sure, but this is 4,001 stitches. Basically everything you see is new progress. I started this with Leanne from Small Town Stitches and Rainy from Rainy Day Reads, mainly because Leanne had a gift card for Heaven and Earth Designs, and she wanted to use it on a material pack, and the mini nativity is what she wanted. So I took that opportunity to start mine, because it's like one of the first patterns I ever bought. So I felt like it needed to be started for sure. That is at 1.37% complete, and it's a big one, guys. 292,500. It's gonna take a while. Let's see. Do I have anything else? I think there's a Sal going for that, but I absolutely cannot remember the hashtags. There's like a Christmas one. I don't know. If I think of them, I'll put them in here, but just know I will not be good at remembering names, tags, Sal's. I'm just doing good remembering my projects right now. This fall weather, I am not a fall girl, so I know that's like a minority, but I enjoy certain aspects of it, but for the most part, give me summer all the time. Okay, the second one, that was a tangent. The second one is churches. That's what I call churches. It's a church for all seasons. This one is from this one's from Charting Creations, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, girls. There's several of us doing this, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. The idea is to work on this each season in the pattern in the season that you're living in the year. So I did, this is spring, and this is summer, and then it's going into fall. And I haven't worked on it at all for fall. So there's that. It's like long and short. Let me get closer. So this is a August Wheel of Stitches goal for 5 days. I can't remember whose pick that was. Oh well. I'm at 4,857 stitches, 1.96% complete. It has 247,500, and it's on something. This looks like 28 count. 28 count easy guide. And both of these projects are tent stitch, 2/1 tent stitch. Most of them will be, except this next one that I'm bringing up is full cross. This is a big progress. The last time you saw it, I have done, did I write out my stitch count? I've done like 6,000 stitches since you've seen it. This is my mini blue-eyed tiger. Be warned if you don't like seeing hanging threads and that they stress you out. There's a lot of them on here, so be ready for that. This is Mini Blue-Eyed Tiger by Colin Bogle from Artisy. This is 50%, y'all. 50% completes. So I've reached the bottom, so that's how big it is. And then I kind of switched to doing the column here just because I wanted to see the bottom. This is 2/1 full cross on 18 count. Look how cool. Oh my goodness, it looks so good on video. Oh, it looks so good. So this has 15,703 stitches out of 31,400. And like I said, I hit 50%. That is exciting. I need to get back to him because I kind of was doing a daily 30 to get up to 50. But once I hit 50, I was like, okay, give me another project that doesn't have browns. So I think that's my leftovers from July. It's hard to do when you have extra months to keep track of. Okay, we're up to August, and I restarted my grand library. There's a story here, sorry. Legs are falling asleep. I restarted the grand library, Supersize Max Color, from Amy Stewart and Heaven and Earth Designs, because you all know the journey I've been on with that. The floss fabric combination was just not working. Everything I tried, I was just not pleased with. It was too difficult. It was a struggle in many ways. My emotions just were not taking it, and I just couldn't imagine doing this for the rest of the project. Like, we're talking years and years because it's so huge. So once I decided to restart it, I posted on Instagram, and Stephanie from the, she's the On Point Stitcher here and on Instagram, she saw that and she said, you know, I kind of want to adopt your old one, but I don't know how you feel about that. Well, I jumped on that right away because I was kind of feeling emotional, like that piece was done. It was over. It didn't even get to see a completion. I was like, this is sad. And rather than like wanting to chop it up and find something else to put on the massive leftover fabric, I was like, this is the best scenario. Like, a friend of mine wants to take this over. So I shipped it out to her, and she just dove right into it. I am like living for every post and every video that she uploads on it, because she's already done like 2 pages worth. Like, she's just been focused, and it looks amazing. So what she's doing is she's using DMC, and she's doing 1/1 full cross on that, and it's working splendidly. And what I am doing, I'm still working with the floss I had prepped first. So I have about 90% CXC and 10% DMC. Basically anything that needed more than 1 skein got to be a DMC. And I was talking, more preemptive stuff. I was talking to Sarah from Peace, Love, and Stitches. She's also on YouTube and on Instagram under that name. And I was talking to her, and she likes doing some of her full coverage 1/1 tent stitch on 32 count. And I was like, that intrigues me so much. Like, first of all, am I going to be able to see 32 count? Second of all, what if this is like the thing I've been missing? And so I went out on a limb, and I thought, you know, I've already experimented enough with this piece. I might as well just tack on one more thing. And I got 32 count fabric, and I'm doing 1/1 half cross with my CXC and DMC. And here it is. The joy I am having on this does not even compare to the misery I was feeling on the other one. So method is a big deal, guys. Like, make sure you enjoy it. But the coverage is great. It actually shows up better in person and in video, but when I take pictures, sometimes it makes the coverage look thin when it isn't. So I'm really excited to share this on video so you guys can see. It's wonderful. I love it so much. So I have a lot to make up for because I had like a lot. I had 4 pages done, I think. And it's so cute. Like, a page is this big. It's so cute. Where am I? I restarted this on August 8th. I am at 4,937 stitches, which is 0.69%. A big goal of mine, which is changing every day, is to get back to where I was by the end of the year. I don't know if I can do that. That's a lot. I don't think I can do that, but that's a big goal. So there's that one. I need to get back into that. I've been doing other things lately. So thank you again, Steph. That it blew me away, and you know, have no idea. And we've actually got a couple hashtags that go with it, like Tour Day Twin Library Sal, and I don't even know, don't ask me why I came up with that, because it's odd. But I think I was just thinking, what is a famous race? And I automatically thought of the bicycle race in France. I'm not a fan, and I don't know why, but that's what that is. And then I'm still going to use the Anything Amy Sal for that, because it's the same project. Next is God's Grace. Okay, God Shed His Grace by Abraham Hunter from Artisy. This is the medium pattern. And I've just been working on the light color, so hopefully you'll be able to see. I started this, since you saw it, it was at 7.82%, and it is at 8.54% now. I have 11,527 stitches done out of 135,000. Ha! That looks so good. Yes. This is on 25 count. It's 2 over 1/10 stitch, and I started this as my new year, new start. This is picking up steam. Lots of people are starting this now. It's exciting. So I think our hashtag is God's Grace Sundays. I don't always stitch on it on Sundays. Sometimes I stitch on it on other days, but I still use the hashtag, so you can too. If you want to start it, go for it. The next one is Sweetheart Cove, I think is what it's called, or something cottage. I don't know. It's my Mickey and Minnie piece. This is my first fully kitted, fully self-kitted project once I found full coverage. This was a Wheel of Stitches goal for August. I didn't write out the goals though. Sorry, there's something in my eye. Oh, here we go. Angie picked Mickey because my anniversary was coming up, and this was an anniversary start. So she wanted, I spun 1.5% as the goal, so I did that, and that got me almost to 25%. I started at 23.12% and I went to 24.64%. I have 31,037 stitches out of 125,972. There we go. I'm working in here. This one has also seen a couple changes. I went from full cross to tent stitch, and you cannot tell any coverage differences. So it's pretty fun. I want to get back to this one too. You know how people stitch on a project on its anniversary? I fully intended to do that this year. Completely, every day it happened, I completely missed it. Like there's like been 4 anniversaries of a piece this year, and I never worked on one of them on that day. So that may not be for me because I'm all over the place. Oh well. Okay, next is what I like to call Mr. Toad, but I think his name is just Toad. This was I think this was like a self-made goal of 5, work on it for 5 days in the month of August. This is my Wind in the Willows Sal from Pain Free Crafts. This is a 2022 stitch along, and I'm still stitching along. Still going. I have threads and needle minders and needles flying. I'm trying to get to the part that I've been stitching on. This is it. There's just more window frame past the fabric that you see. So there's the bunny, and then here's the toad. He's been a joy to stitch. Man, this is a fun one. It really feels like I'm just coloring or something. Like, he's so cool. I'd say he's about 80% complete, wouldn't you? Because, like, I mean, I have a ton of back stitching left once I get him done, but this is like his scarf, and then he's gonna have his head and goggles, and I don't know if he has a hat. Oh, I love this. So cool. So yeah, he was a 5-day goal. I put in 1,000 stitches. So he has 3,557 stitches out of 4,320. That does make him about 80% complete. I want to work on him again too. This is like whip parades. In whip parades, you want to work on everything. It's because I'll get to it at the end, but I've been working on fewer projects because I want to get more progress done. So I'm less into being all over the place, and I'm trying to focus, but it's hurting my heart because I want to work on everything. So I'm like, no, now is not your time. Now is this one's time. Okay, next is Star Wars. Don't have many statistics because I don't count my stitches on this, but I had this one set for 5 days as well. So I did work on it for 5 days. I did a lot of this, and then I filled in some over here. So let me fold this. I was actually working on this when I met up with Milka. What is your name on here? Mega Stitches. I met up with her for coffee one time a while ago, and a guy came up and he was like, "Are you cross stitching?" And he's like, "Star Wars?" He's like, "My wife loves Star Wars and she likes to cross stitch." So he's like, "Do you mind if I take a picture of it?" I was like, "Yes, go for it," and show her. And so I was like sharing where she could find it if she wanted it. This is Luke and Princess Leia. Yep, pretty sure that's what it's called. I got it at Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure if they still carry it there, but you can find it online. I've seen it all over eBay and Amazon, a couple other places. So there's that. We're on to number 9. Okay, we're up to September. We're almost current. The Wheel of Stitches goals, I'll just say these up front. Angie picked Red Panda. I spun a goal of 2% on that, so I had to stitch 2% of the complete project. And Carla from Stitch Me Same, she picked the Shire painting, and that goal I spun was 5 days. So I don't have those ones up next, but that's what I'll go ahead and grab those. So Red Panda, I started the goal at 1.99% because I'm cool like that. And it was at 1,682 stitches, and I basically doubled that because 2 + 2 is 4. And I'm at 3,380, got to 4%, and that's out of 84,500 stitches. This looks like it's on 25 count 2/1, 10 stitch. And I got to put in a bunch of those pinks and purples, which is odd, but it all works out to be the Red Panda from Sheena Pike on Heaven and Earth Designs. And it's the mini. Look at it, it's so cute. I love the colors. You'll have to refer back to the pictures that I put up because I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Now I can't tell which way's up. I will know once I put pictures. It's just a big blob. I don't know. It's a mystery. We'll both find out at the same time. So that one was fun. I do like to say I participate in the Sheena Pike Sal. You're supposed to do it on Tuesdays. I don't, and I don't even do it weekly. So when I stitch on it and post, I'll slap the tag on there. The next one is One Nation Under God. I had made this a 5-day goal, and I really didn't do much on it at all. I think I actually failed this goal. You failed the mission. I think I only did 2 days. I was really busy in September, so where am I? I don't know how many I did. I probably only did 300 stitches. Woo. The lighting outside is blowing it out like crazy. I don't know how to do this. That helps. So yeah, I'm just working on the center of the title, and then I did this cool little urn or vase. Love the fabric. Oh my goodness, do I love this fabric. This is on, I think this is 28 count 1/1. I don't have any stats on that. If you are curious, you can go ahead and ask in the comments and I will look it up for you. That one was fun. I did work on that on Labor Day, I think. And the next one is a new start. This was random, completely random. I did not have warning and I started it the same day. Like I just said, I'm gonna start this. It's Mini Evening from Leonid Afremov on Heaven Earth Designs. If you want to see this one in a great progress, go to Holly, My Daily Hades on Instagram and on YouTube. She has, I don't know, are you at 30 or 40%? I don't know. But I just got a little start. I feel like that's backwards. No? Aha. I think I put it in my hoop weird. I think it's this way. If not, my picture will show you. I told you I'm not together today. I'm just getting this up because it's been so long. Because it's been ridiculous. I didn't even share. That is 724 stitches out of 83,250. It is 0.87% complete. Next one is a new start, and this one is near and dear to my heart and has been in the planning for over a year. Has it been over a year, Angie? I don't know. Me and Angie from Angie Slowly Crafts, we started this together. There's so much I could say about this, but I'm gonna leave it simple. We will both be stitching this girl, and then when we're done, we don't have to do the beading, but when we're done stitching her, we will be mailing our projects back to each other. We'll be trading, and then we'll both be stitching this girl. And then the hope is a hand delivery in person when we're done. Hopefully that works. But yeah, this is a really, really meaningful project. So we're both doing it on the same fabric, and I am this far along. We started this together on some day I did not write down. Oops. I'm learning something. This is also a trick I like to do. I like securing my scissors to the magnets. It's easier to find the scissors that way. So this fabric is, again, I have no idea. I'm awful. This is the worst. Okay. I can't remember what it's called. I'll try to add all of this stuff in the description box because I'm doing awfully on video. But I'm just doing the bottom ribbon here, this ribbon, because it started in the middle, the bottom middle of the pattern. It was the easiest for me to count from. But this is 2/2 full cross, and I believe this is 16 count. So the beads will work. But we're both being extra meticulous. Like, I think my stitches have never looked better because she's gonna be looking at it, and I think we're both scared the other one's gonna be critiquing when we won't be. It's just, I think we're self-aware, self-conscious about it when we shouldn't be. So that one was super fun. one for the record books. The next one, I pulled this out because I think Rainey said it was up for her rotation, and I was like, I'll join in on that. So this is Anne of Green Gables mini, or what do they call those? These, it's like the portion of the picture taken out of a bigger thing. It's like from her shelf, Amy Stewart shelf, but it's just a section of that picture. I know what it's called, I'm just not thinking of it today. And then I cropped like 25,000 stitches out of this because I was not going to stitch more of this tree than I thought was necessary. So I basically took a whole row of pages out here, and it's still a lot of tree, but there we are. I got to 5% on this. I'm at 4,233 stitches out of 80,030. So Rainey cropped hers too, but I don't think she went as far. I think she's got another couple 10 by 10 blocks that she kept in. So if you want to see a bit more of the picture, you can go to hers. This is also on 28 count, I believe, 2 over 1/10 stitch. And then the Shire painting, I can never remember the name of the shop, but it's on Etsy. And this, I think this was a 5-day goal too, but I was shooting for a page finish, didn't quite make it, and I'm okay with that. This is the top left page. I also hit 5% on this. It's at 5.29%, and I'm at 5,525 stitches out of 104,400. And this looks like it's on 28 count, 2 over 1/10 stitch. This one's getting a little bit lumpy, probably from all the watercolory type print. But it's turned out so good. The detail is amazing. I am very excited to see more of that show up. I also decided I love having my master set of DMC, but what I also love from that is taking 2 or 3 lengths of floss and loading it onto these floss cards per project. So there's not a lot, but as I run out, I will add more from my master set. That way I can kind of hopefully keep up with what I'm running out of. But this is so much simpler and faster, guys. Like, it's crazy how much time you spend looking for a color, even though you kind of generally know where it's at. It's so much quicker, and it's easier when you have to go somewhere. You can just grab the project bag and go with it. The last project has another story attached to it. This is the Farm Stand by Donna Gelsinger from Heaven and Earth Designs, and me and Leanne from Small Town Stitches decided we would start this on the first day of fall. We thought fall came a day before it did. So we started the day before, but that turned out great because it was Hobbit Day, September 22nd, connected to Lord of the Rings. That's when Bilbo and Frodo share a birthday, so they have a party on September 22nd. So it's Hobbit Day for the people who are not Lord of the Rings fans per se. And this is Farm Stand, and hobbits like to eat vegetables and potatoes. I should have worn my potato shirt. No, I have this. This is much better, much more appropriate. Okay, so I restarted this. You haven't even seen the first start, but I got cheap fabric, and the stitches were elongated height-wise, and so it was kind of skewing, just a little bit, but it was kind of skewing the blocks. They weren't true squares. They were like squares and a smidge taller. I knew over time it would just throw off the whole look of the picture, so I restarted it on 25 count, And this is the first time I've used this potato color, but I love it. And it's potato, like, get it? Because I'm nerdy like that. So I crack myself up. This is my second start, and this is 2 over 1 tent stitch with AMO threads, and I love them. They are literally DMC. They are 100% cotton. Pretty sure they were connected or changed names or something, but I'm pretty sure it's Sullivan threads, but it's just got a different tag. And I think Bernadette from Burn Stitches said the same thing. She's like, I don't see any difference between the two. So much cheaper, and I love them. They literally feel the same and look the same. They might knot up just a tad bit more than DMC, but you can kind of see it's the same thickness. This is 2, and they're so cool. It's so fun to try different things. So this is 400 stitches, in case you couldn't tell. That makes this project up to 0.10%, and it is a big one. The total stitch count is 401 stitches that I've done, and it is 403,150 stitches big. So it'll be with me a while too, and I have it in my project bag that Leanne gifted to me, which the stitching's immaculate. I love it. Thank you, Leanne, again. So that was exciting and fun, and I'm happy with it now. Just, you know, sometimes you have to learn those lessons. So those are all my whips. I feel like I have other things to share, but I can't think of them. Like, I know I've bought a couple things. I have some haul, but I don't know what is what. So, oh well. You might see them if I start them. I have been knitting. I'm working on a sock right now. I will probably share it when I'm finished with it, because right now I'm not really sure if it looks the way it should. Oh well. I'm following Crazy Sock Lady's vanilla sock pattern, and her video tutorial is priceless. I was working on the heel last night. I was like, I told Rainey, I was like, the only thing I can think of saying is it's like chaotic magic that this worked, because I don't understand how it worked, because it's like you're turning the sock like from the leg to the foot and all of that. Oh, it blows my mind, but it's really cool and it's exciting to get into another craft. So that's all I have. I know several of you have tagged me, mentioned me. Thank you so much for that. I didn't write down any of your names, so I don't remember who did and who didn't, but thank you. I know I appreciate it so much. Yep, I can't even think of anybody. And I know I had a couple new ones I wanted to shout out. Hopefully I'll get back into that, because it's fun. Community, building up the community. Leave comments down below what you liked, what you think about any particular project. Do you want to start any of them? Because the more the merrier. I hope you guys have a great week. I don't know if I'll upload this today or tomorrow because of editing and everything, and it's already kind of late. We'll see. But I finally filmed. Yay! New phrase at the end. Stitch like the wind. Bye.
So like the wind.